All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to First Team Wednesday trainings. We appreciate being part of First Team and part of the training today. We have Kayleigh Ryan from our marketing department here, going to go over luxury updates. And Kayleigh, take it away.
Oh, cool. Good morning, everybody. As Greg mentioned, my name's Kayleigh. I'm with the marketing department, and I know many of you guys already. But today, I want to take you guys through some luxury updates and just where some luxury resources are located that maybe you're not aware of. A lot of what we hear is, oh, I didn't know we had that. And there is quite a few things that are new too from some of our affiliates that I want to go through today. Some brand new. So I'm going to kind of go all over the place a little bit. Some of the things you might already have seen or might know might be a good reminder, but some of the things might be brand new for you guys that could be a great thing to know about in the luxury space. So I'm going to start today just from the luxury loop. And just let you guys know that we did redesign this loop a little bit, and actually I'm showing it needs a little bit of fixing, but we kind of redid this homepage here. A lot of the links were outdated, so we just kind of use the main things that we feel you guys need quick access to from First Place. So just highlighting the loop really quick for you guys. We are posting more regularly too. So last night I actually posting here to the luxury loop. One of the things luxury portfolio has started to do in the last year is they do something called their luxury happy hour. Usually about once a month, they're doing collaborative trainings and get-togethers with agents. I think last month when I attended was content marketing. And a lot of agents joined from our Leading RE network. And it's really great if you're feeling kind of dry on ideas of how to, things to post to your blog or your social media page. That one was a great training for, but they're doing a lot of different topics, and we're trying to let you guys know about these trainings and various other things from the loop. So just want to highlight that. We are posting again more regularly here. Another thing that's great that we post about, is flash sales from different advertising opportunities for you guys. But again, back to the homepage, this has been redesigned. The top portion of the loop is actually linked out to just the front end pages of our luxury affiliates. So most of you guys already know our three affiliates are Christie's, Luxury Portfolio, and Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate. These are all the front end. So any listings that you have over $1 million in Orange County, Long Beach, Temecula Valley will appear on christiesrealestate.com. Very similar to luxuryportfolio.com in terms of territory, also over $1 million. And then Who's Who is actually 750,000 and above and is not territory based. So any of your listings, no matter where they're located, above 750,000, which these days is pretty much all your listings, are going to appear on luxuryrealestate.com. So those are linked out there, makes it really easy. I think the main one that isn't always self-explanatory is that Who's Who in luxury real estate is luxuryrealestate.com. The other two, the name is in the URL. And then the second section here, this is linked out to the back ends of Christie's and Lux Exchange. A couple items that we've done a lot of trainings on, so I'm not going to go through those too much right now. I will highlight some things today that are new from Luxury Portfolio that you can find in Lux Exchange. So just making it easy for you guys to access if you forget these URLs. These are the back ends of Christie's and Luxury Portfolio, where you can access a lot of their marketing resources and various other tools that they provide to anyone in the network. The third button is actually linked out to a place on our marketing store. I'm actually going to click on that one because I want to highlight this section. We redid the marketing store late last year, and one of the things we did was add a resource section. We're really pulling a lot of things that we find on the back ends that I just mentioned on the loop and trying to put them in multiple places so you guys can find them easier or access them quicker. So just going to highlight a couple things. Well, I guess one here, I mentioned affiliate coverage. This is always a confusing thing for agents. Are you in Christie's or luxury portfolio territory? There is actually a sheet on that, and that's in the luxury resource section. So this means, by category. So if you open this page here that you find on the store, these are the counties and areas that are Christie's approved. Same thing with luxury portfolio, and it will elaborate on the second sheet. So it says parts of Los Angeles County, and these are all the cities and areas that you do have that affiliation. So that means if you have a listing over 1 million in these areas, it will automatically syndicate over to those affiliate websites and their syndication partners, which all of them have quite a few themselves. So it's just an even larger umbrella for you guys. Popping back though really quick, that's just a good sheet that we've prepared for you guys if you ever have any questions about where your listing is covered. Want to highlight just other things. Actually, a lot of people don't know Christie's has a digital magazine. We have that linked out on the store. I see a lot of agents using or sending newsletters. Very, very common thing. We have our First Team Wire, and I'm actually going to mention a new luxury newsletter that we're going to start putting out at the very end of today's session. But something great to link out in your newsletters might be the digital publication, right? That you're sending in your CRM. So Christie's does have one themselves. Could be a cool tool, even to share in your social media channels. Moving through a little bit, also media kits and different statistics from our affiliates are up here. Media kits are a big one. They're sometimes hard to read. We put them in other items, maybe hidden to you guys, but it makes it just easier for you guys to know it's available. But we do have things like the larger media kit. So luxury portfolio, for one, I'm going to actually go through a few items in it today that are new that you guys probably don't know about unless you've read this media kit front to back, which I know is kind of boring. So you probably haven't done much reading on it, but there's a lot of items in here that are available to you guys, not just listing specific. Most of them are, but it's a very important resource because these are all accessible to you guys in Lux Exchange, that back end of luxury portfolio. There are a lot of affordable opportunity and sometimes even complimentary for you guys. So really, really cool resource that you guys have. I'm going to move over to something newer that we've put out. Many of you guys probably already know of it. It's our Sapphire package for listings specifically. So the listing bundles on this store are relatively new. Late last year, we also put them out. The Sapphire package is actually one that's luxury specific. So I'm going to highlight that package today. These are for your listings. So we piece these together based on, the common requests, but also what we would recommend you guys to do and put them in one bundle. So it makes it easier for you to place just one order and not have to, go to various products to build your package or what you want to do for that specific listing. So these are what we would recommend. You'll see what's included in the package here. There are 2 other packages, the silver and gold. You don't have to use the Sapphire for every listing above 1 million. You could use any of these, but if you have a higher end listing, the biggest thing is upgrading to those brochures, and then it does have a Riviera magazine ad in this particular package. So also including features on our social media channels, Facebook and Instagram ad, LinkedIn ad, our first look e-blast. We get a lot of questions on this. It was factored in that the social posts and the first look e-blast is still free for you guys. So many of you guys know that for any listing you guys have over 1 million, we'll do a complimentary e-blast. So we'll do a design for you, and then we'll send it out to about 500 first team agents, and then it's 2,000 to 4,000 outside agents and brokers based on the location of your listing. So anytime you have a listing over 1 million, reach out to us and we'll do that for you for free. That is included in this package, but again, that cost of $0 is factored into this package. So we just felt it was easier to include it in there. It's something we would recommend. That way you only have to place one order and request everything all at once. So Sapphire package, again, typically probably going to be more for your 2 million and up listings, especially with that Riviera magazine ad included in there. Just while I'm on, this wasn't something I was originally going to talk about, but I think it would be good to highlight based on the packages. We recently redid our media proposal. So just backing up a little bit, I did type in Sapphire to search for that Sapphire package. You could type in listing package on the marketing store and find all the packages. They are also on the homepage if you scroll down, just because I went through pretty quickly there. I'm going to move to the media proposal. So if you guys have been with First Team for, over 5 years, you'll know that this media proposal has been around a while and it has changed a lot. And it previously was a package based on newsprint ads. We used to do a ton of ads in the Orange County Register, but since really in the last 5 years, newsprint hasn't been as effective as digital. So the media proposal had to change because it did include 2 Orange County Register ads and a press release in the Orange County Register. So since we didn't have those co-op ads anymore, it was most recently redone to essentially build your own media proposal. What are you going to do for your listing? And then let's feature on the media proposal. So we just redid these the last couple weeks. The media proposal is now built around the listing packages. So the Sapphire package that I just mentioned, there is a Sapphire media proposal. Now let me just back up a little bit. The concept of the media proposal is actually to take with you on a listing appointment. So it's basically showing your client or your potential client that this is everything that I'm going to do for your listing. If you list with me, this is everything that I'm going to do for you and for your home. So the Sapphire package is actually lined out on this proposal. So you'll see on that page, you can download the silver, gold, or Sapphire media proposal for free, and you can actually just edit. This is an editable PDF. So all you have to do is click that button, and then you can edit the address specific to the address that you're going on the listing appointment for, and save it. So you can and then print it and take it with you on your listing appointment. This one in particular, it goes on to 2 pages because the Sapphire package is a little bit larger than, say, the silver, but it still shows some similar items as to what the media proposal was before. Things like, syndication, highlighting some of the places that we will automatically send or syndicate that listing to. We also put our sneak preview extended network on the media proposal as well. So the better thing here from the latest version is that you only have to then place your one order. So once you've secured your listing, you've taken your media proposal with you. Once you've secured your listing, you only have to place an order for that one item that you chose your media proposal for. So if I chose the Sapphire package or Sapphire media proposal, I would then place my order for the Sapphire listing package, if that makes sense. So they're supposed to match and make it a little bit easier for you guys just to place one and not have to chase around. Oh, I have to go here for my postcard. I have to go here for my digital ad, which can get a little bit redundant. You're submitting the same information over and over again. So hopefully that's brand new. We haven't had any orders yet. We just announced it last week. So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to me or marketing@firstteam.com just to elaborate on what this is. Again, you can use the PDF for free right here on the marketing store. It's also up in LucidPress if you want to play around with it a little bit more and customize it a little bit more. It may not match exactly the gold, silver, and sapphire bundles if you choose to do that in LucidPress, but it's still, you can customize it further if you want to add to what we've included in the package. Okay, let's see. I'm going to move on to actually some luxury portfolio. Oh, actually, excuse me, I'm going to back up and just talk about our publication. So I mentioned in the the sapphire package, the Riviera magazine ad. I want to highlight some of the advertising opportunities that First Team offers you guys. You might not be aware of, some of you probably are or have heard about, or maybe know a little bit, but not maybe the whole package of it. So I want to highlight the publications that First Team has broker paid and broker subsidized ads in. These are listing specific. The first one to highlight is Luxe Interiors magazine. So this is actually a broker paid ad. We're typically going to consider listings starting at 2 million and up, but this is a bi-monthly publication and it's totally free for you guys. If you want to submit it, you might not 100% get selected, but we are constantly looking for properties. And right now we don't get actually a lot of requests. So if you do have a spectacular listing, you're looking for some additional advertising in, technically it really only needs to be a million plus, given the criteria it is a Christie's ad. But we're really going to consider some that are probably at least 2 million and up, even though it says 3 million here. So it's not necessarily we're married to that price. We would consider if you have great photography or if it is a super unique property, we would be willing to do a complimentary ad in here. So these are broker paid. First Team actually has a full spread in the magazine. So I'm going to show you really quick what the ad looks like. It's a 7 property spread. So you'll see on the right side, this is the large full page ad, but this is a spread. So if you open it like a book, we're on both the left and right page. That's called a spread. So the right page is one full page and the other 6 on the left side. So still a decent size ad, even if it's one of the smaller ones. We don't guarantee that you're going to get the large one. It just kind of depends on what photos we feel work for the ad best. But this is the latest issue for Luxe Interiors. So this is, again, what the ad looks like. It's we do include your name and your phone number on it right next to the ad. So this isn't something that's just branding specific for First Team. And again, broker paid. So if you submit for it, which I would recommend doing if you do have a high-end listing, it's very likely that you're going to get a free ad. It's a bi-monthly publication, so 6 times a year, Luxe Interiors is put out. I will mention too, Luxury Portfolio also has a spread in Luxe Interiors, and it's subsidized pricing from them. So it's a co-op ad. They have a full spread themselves, and then you can purchase a space in their spread as well. So there's a couple different ways you could get into this publication from Luxury Portfolio and us. Backing up, I want to highlight California Homes magazine. This one hopefully most people have heard about most recently. California Homes is actually our exclusive partner. So that means we are the only brokerage that appears in California Homes magazine. It is also a bi-monthly publication. So it's put out 6 times a year. We have an 8-page spread, 8-page spread in the publication. So, whether you purchase a full page ad or a spread, there's a couple different ways you can get in. And these are highly, highly subsidized. We had them originally subsidized by 50%, and now it's like, it might even be 80%. It's only $300 for a full page ad. So something like this in your publication. It doesn't look like this. It actually, well, it looks quite a bit different based on the spreads. We kind of match the aesthetic of the magazine, which is different than Luxe Interiors that I showed you. But you would get a full page ad for $300, which if you've ever looked at publication ads, a full page, you're usually looking at least $1,000, which is actually being generous. Sometimes it's $2,000 or $3,000 just to get into the publication. So highly subsidized. You can even get a full spread for $500. So if you're interested in that publication, again, the criteria is over $1 million. We like to consider usually 2 million and up, but another great advertising opportunity for you guys, and especially for future listing appointments. So if you do get a great listing, just even paying $300 for one ad, you can take that publication on future listing appointments with you, right? So that your client has something to touch and feel. You can kind of build your marketing package of, hey, I'm going to put your home in this magazine too. So it's a great future listing tool when you're purchasing these things, and the subsidized pricing makes it more affordable versus paying thousands and thousands of dollars for your marketing. The next one, I think we're taking here in the next month, we'll submit for our next ad. So again, $300 for a full page, $500 for the spread. Exclusive publication. So that's a huge talking point for the California homes opportunity. The third one I'm going to quickly talk about is Riviera Magazine. This is included in the Sapphire package too. So you can purchase a spot in the ad. It looks almost identical to our Luxe Interiors ad. So this is the spread for Luxe. It really is almost identical. So page 1 and page 2. So very, very similar. You can purchase a spot in Riviera Magazine for $300. So again, subsidized pricing for Riviera. This is a monthly publication, so it turns over just a little bit more opportunity to get into that ad. It's always worth it if you do have a higher end listing to reach out to me or us, because a lot of times we're looking to slot these properties constantly. And we're, if maybe we didn't even purchase it, a lot of times we may do a broker paid ad for you guys. So I want to make you guys aware of these publications. If you do have a higher end listing, let us know about it. We are looking, but we don't see everything. So there are, some of those print ads that you can get into for your higher end. Again, that 2 million and up price point. Okay, so I'm going to move on and talk a little bit about Luxury Portfolio, a couple of their new offerings. So mainly in the digital space, which I hope these are new to most of you. We've tried to put it out there a little bit, but this is brand new in this year. Last year, Luxury Portfolio, released their digital bundle, but this year they've broken out their bundle in a couple different ways, making it easier for you to, more affordable to pick and choose where you want your listing to appear. So first page I actually have the media kit up that I showed you guys is in the luxury resource section, but you can actually purchase for $100 a spot on their homepage carousel. So that means on luxuryportfolio.com, right at the top, your listing, as long as it meets the million and up and in the luxury portfolio territory, your listing will appear on the homepage for the entire month. So it actually, your clicks go way, 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 way up if you purchase a spot on the homepage. Obviously, because you go directly to luxuryportfolio.com and it lands right there on the homepage. So it's only $100 for the entire month. It's going to get more eyes and more views on your listing. I would probably add that into my package pretty regularly. So definitely one I wanted to highlight. couple more here. These couple are new as well. The Mansion Global ad, $375 for that. So that's Mansion Global is actually a syndication partner of Luxury Portfolio. So any listings that go to luxuryportfolio.com will go there as well. There's an opportunity to purchase an ad on that page as well through Luxury Portfolio. That is new. They are also now doing an Instagram Reels collaboration. So for $175, hopefully some of you guys know what a reel is. If you don't, it's a short video of sorts. Many of you guys probably heard of TikTok. It's Instagram's competing video program, just like TikTok. But Reels is a short video that you can create and post on Instagram. And Luxury Portfolio is doing it. If you want to create a reel of your property, they're actually putting them on their channel for $175, which Luxury Portfolio has about 20,000 followers compared to, I think we have about 6,000 or 7,000 on our channel. So it's a lot more eyes on your listing, and there's an affordable way to do it. Couple other things. I mentioned the digital bundle. This includes several items I already just covered. So I don't want to go too much into that, but it's a way that you can kind of do everything, some of these digital things all in one package. So it's definitely a cool thing to check out, but that isn't brand new. So I want to move on to the couple other Instagram opportunities. So for 150, say you're not into the reels or you're not well versed in it. I myself have just learned how to create a reel. So just got to stay up to date. But 150 per property, you can do an actual post or so on their channels. It is limited based on company. So I will say that there's only 2 posts per month that they'll choose from First Team. And I will tell you, I maybe had a couple agents take advantage of this. I think it's just due to awareness that it's available, but for $150, you're going to get your listing posted on all of Luxury Portfolio social media channels, and their following is a lot greater than even just, our channel. So you're going to get thousands, over 20,000 at least, eyes on your listing. And just one other thing to highlight, same thing as the reels and posts in terms of post on their social channels, but this is in video format. So if you do have a great video that you want to submit, same thing here, 2 per company per month, and it's $200 for a video post. Still, again, relatively affordable to be able to get into or be posted on Luxury Portfolio channels. So hopefully some things that maybe you guys weren't aware of, but you might want to take advantage of, even if it's just as simple as the homepage carousel for $100, just getting more eyes on your listing. And you can actually really beef up the Lux Analytics report by doing that, which I am going to show you a sneak peek of that today. Luxury Portfolio has redone their Lux Analytics program. So it's got kind of a different look and feel to it. It's not done, it's in beta mode, but I'm going to show you a preview of it today. So again, that homepage carousel will really beef up those stats too. So it'll be nice to show your seller on the flip end. One other thing from Luxury Portfolio, something that we're considering, I guess, taking advantage of and just looking for ways to actually utilize it. They're doing a program called Friday Faces. I'm on their Instagram page right now. I don't have the sound on, just wanted to show you a sneak peek of kind of what the video looks like. I can make it a little bit bigger here. But this is a video that an agent in our network has created. And if I turn the sound on, you'll see we're walking through a luxury listing of his. And this video is actually mirrored off of if you guys have seen the 73 questions by Vogue, It's basically different celebrities walking through their home, and the interviewer rapid fires questions to them. It's mirrored off of that. It's a condensed version. It's 24 questions, and it is that agent walking through their luxury listing while talking about their experience in real estate, their favorite things about real estate, etc. So Luxury Portfolio is actually doing this called Friday Faces. We're looking kind of to do it on our own scale, called First Team Friday Faces. So more to come probably on that, and what capacity we do it. But we'll probably, want to reach out to agents that do have, spectacular property that would be willing to do something like this. And it's just a really cool thing to put on their channels. You could do this without, if we don't do anything with it on our end, there's still opportunity through Luxury Portfolio. It just does take a lot of work. So it does really realistically need a, videographer, which can be a high cost, right, to prepare something like this. But it is, available to submit and be posted to Luxury Portfolio's channel. So you'll probably see more to come from First Team on that, because we want to make it just a little bit more available to agents that can do it or want to do it at a more affordable rate. It's free to post on Luxury Portfolio, but again, the cost to create the video and the time, we want to find a way to support you guys as the agents more with that program, because we do think it's really, really cool. So that's kind of it that I wanted to highlight from Luxury Portfolio specifically, but hopefully some of those little digital things that they've lined out in their media kit were new or might be of interest to you guys to purchase. The next thing I want to go through is actually our luxury magazine. So we just released the latest issue of it. Let's see, I'm going to actually, move to the store. So First Team's Portfolio of Luxury Homes. This was a publication, a First Team publication that we put out late in 2020. So really we had a 2021 issue. It's something we're trying to put out annually. It's a digital magazine only. It's not printed, but it is basically a portfolio of listings that we've sold in that previous year. The first issue had more than just that specific year, but this year's version, we tried to make it a little bit more all-inclusive. So we have featured a couple other properties from San Diego County and LA County, just really all of the counties that First Team has our presence in, to put it in this publication. The last issue was very Christie's specific, and so it didn't allow for everyone and but as a part of the First Team family to really use this magazine. It's a great tool that to market yourself as a luxury agent, right? So if you don't have a luxury listing, you can actually put your name and information on this magazine. You can share it. It's digital, so you could share it, by social media, by text message, through your blog, through your email newsletter, e-blasts, all that good stuff. So it's a great tool. You could share digitally in all of those ways. Just kind of positioning yourself to be, really the luxury expert. So all of these properties featured are First Team sales from 2021 or active. There's a couple active listings in there, but most of them are sold by First Team agents that have generously let us feature their listings in here, but it doesn't actually have any of their names and contact information. So you can put your name, your contact information on this publication, and it will feature these listings in there. So just showing you guys really quick, this year we also put video and slideshow in the publication. So before it was just static images, but now there's a little bit more interaction with the publication. You'll see this one's a slideshow here, so it'll automatically move through those posts. So I want to show you really quick how to access this. And the first place is on the store, which I did have up. You can purchase for $25, we'll personalize it for you, and your name and information is on the interior left page. So it's on that front cover, but it's on the inside of the publication. You can purchase that for $25 and we'll actually publish it via a link for you. So you'll be able to share it digitally, or you can actually customize the front and back covers entirely. So say you have a listing that is, worthy of being the front cover property, we're happy to customize it further and place your property on the front cover and switch that out. So that's a little bit more for the customizations on the front and back covers. You can also do that yourself in LucidPress. So I have that up here. I just wanted to show you guys where you can go to access the magazine. It's already up there in LucidPress. For those of you that don't know, I've done several LucidPress trainings, but LucidPress is our DIY platform, do it yourself. So if you guys don't have a login, definitely reach out to us, marketing@firstteam.com, and we'll make sure you have access to it. But in LucidPress, the magazine is up there, so you can actually pull, so you don't have to pay the $25 or the $50, whether you want it just personalized with your contact information or customized fully. In the templates section, so I'm on lucidpress.com. In the template section, we're actually, if you guys have been in there recently, we're starting this new filter that's going to show you guys new templates that we put up in the latest months. So we put this up at the very end of April. So I'm using that filter and the search criteria in the top right corner. I typed in magazine, and then your contact information is a big one. So one agent, whether it's just you marketing this listing, if you have a custom logo or team logo, there's a version that you can put your logo on the magazine, or 2 agents if you guys are a team. So I'm just gonna open that up really quick just to show you how you can personalize this for free or customize it. I'm gonna go really quickly through this just because I can get deep in the weeds on LucidPress training, which is not what today is about, but just want to show you guys how you can do this. And hopefully it'll load relatively quickly for me. So I kind of went quickly through the search portion, but what I've done is I double clicked on the thumbnail and it's going to drop me into the LucidPress editor. Your smart fields in LucidPress should already be set up. So if you're doing just the personalized version, you don't want to move the front and back covers to your own listing, this is pretty much going to be automatic, because your contact information will automatically pull over to the interior cover because of those smart fields. So all you have to do is really publish it from LucidPress. So it's really pretty simple. It's $25 if you want us to do it for you, when really it's a pretty easy task to do. So it's not being very friendly for me. So I'm gonna just show you guys a version of it with a different cover than the original. This is one that I customized. So this was just a matter of flopping out the front page cover in LucidPress. The publish on the web feature in LucidPress is actually what is going to generate that link for you. There's a lot of pages in this, which is why it's taking quite a bit of time to load. I apologize. I should have had it open before the training today, but hopefully I can open just another document really quickly just so I can show you. Again, there's a lot of high-res photos in the magazine, so it could be why it's taken a minute to load. This is just a basic flyer that I'm opening just to show you the feature of how you can generate that link once you've personalized it in LucidPress. So the share button in the top right corner, there's a drop down there and it says publish on the web. That's what you're going to use to actually publish once you've customized the magazine. So that's going to generate this link here in LucidPress that you can then share digitally. So if I wanted to post to my Facebook page, I could do that. Paste in the link, should generate, I named mine Test Luxury Magazine. So you'll obviously in Lucid Press, when you open your thumbnail, you're going to want to name this appropriately because you will see it on your social media accounts. So once you paste it in the link, you can actually delete it in Facebook and it'll still appear. So something great you can do, again, that publish on the web is what's going to generate that link. You could share that via text message, via email blast, link it out in your newsletters, etc. Let's see. I guess just one more way that you can, if you want more help in or more customizations than it allows you for in the form that you'll see. So on the store, there's going to be a few things that we'll ask for. There's a spot to put additional notes, video and slideshow and other things are supported in Lucid Press. So if you really want to expand this magazine even further, we could customize it even more for you guys. We would just probably quote you out a little bit more than the $25 or $50 on that. So, okay, moving to the last few items, I want to go back over and give you guys the sneak peek to the Lux Analytics redesign. So luxury portfolio, hopefully you guys have heard of Lux Analytics, which is luxury portfolio's reporting system. If you guys have a listing on luxuryportfolio.com, it's automatically syndicated to other websites. It's also translated into 9 different languages, 60 different currencies. So it's pretty cool. It's more of your international reporting through Luxury Portfolio, and very similar to our concept of it is the listing activity report, which many of you guys hopefully are familiar with. That you guys should get an automatic report. Any listing that you've had active for over a week, every Wednesday, you should be getting a report on the impressions and views. A great thing, a huge important tool for your clients, just to show them how much exposure their home is getting online and everything that you're doing for their property. And you can, send them weekly updates. Very similarly, Lux Analytics has even more detailed reporting. They've redone it, the analytics behind it, and also kind of the look and feel. It's also going to allow for some customizations. I don't know how custom it's going to be. This is just the beta mode of it, so it hasn't been officially released just yet, but I do have the ability to generate reports and kind of get used to it. So I want to show you guys that today. So I'm in the back end of Luxury Portfolio. So kind of backing up to the original, you can access Lux Exchange right from that homepage of the Loop. If you're not sure of the login, your login information, you can reach out to me or marketing@firstteam.com. We can reset it for you. Doesn't matter if you have a listing in the territory or over 1 million, you can still access Lux Exchange. So just because you're a First Team agent, we're a part of the Luxury Portfolio network. You guys have access to this backend. There's a ton of resources up here. So definitely something to be aware of. And even when you have a down day, to go back here, look at things in their toolbox and different opportunities that they have, because I only highlighted just a couple. They have a lot. So Lux Analytics is actually a link out on the main panel. You can also access it from the toolbox, but so it's probably their most used tool. So it's right there in the main menu. And then right here at the top, so this page here, it's still generating the old reports because the new is in beta mode. So here, this is still accessible, and it's going to be most accurate in terms of the data because the new version is in beta mode still. So I would say today, if you wanted to generate a report, you probably want to still use this old version if you're actually going to sell it to your sellers, because it's going to be, or send it to your sellers because it's going to be more accurate. Now you could pull it via the beta mode version if you wanted to, and then just do a comparison. But I just wouldn't guarantee that that's going to be the most accurate just because it hasn't been officially released yet. But you'll see on this page, it allows you to choose the date range. And then you simply put in the MLS number to generate the graphs. I'm going to move to that beta mode just to give you guys that the sneak peek. So I'm not going to get too crazy with it just because I'm running out of time and I have just a couple other things I want to show you. That this is a new version of it. Very, very similar. I'm not going to get into filtering too much, but you can do advanced mode over here and actually choose specific dates. You can filter by your property, your listing, and the MLS ID. But just for the sake of time today, I'm going to just show you guys the report for all of First Team listings on luxuryportfolio.com or their syndication partners in the last 30 days. So it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of, putting your search criteria, whether it's a specific date range or last 30 days, last 90 days, all First Team listings. And then the report will generate. You can name them, you can save, and it'll allow you to, once you've saved, send digitally or schedule it to be sent to your clients too, with a specific note. So right now you're seeing it's loading a little bit, but kind of my summary up here is we have 338 First Team properties up on luxuryportfolio.com in the last 30 days. It's been viewed in 28 different countries, 78 different regions or states, 202 cities in 9 different languages. So that hits quite a few of them there. And then 2,751 visits on luxuryportfolio.com. So as I'm scrolling through here, you're going to see, the traffic globally, where our listings are being viewed, obviously, highest being North America. In what currencies? This, again, is beta mode. So I'm sure a lot of this is going to just be built out a little bit further and kind of be a little bit easier to read, if you ask me. I always find this one interesting, how people are viewing it, whether it's on their desktop or mobile, which I'm actually surprised it's not more mobily, but still always something, to consider how you're marketing things. Especially with QR codes these days, I see a lot of agents putting QR codes on digital items, which makes it really difficult for those viewing on their phone. QR codes are still a great thing to use though. This one down here is cool. You can toggle by and see where people have viewed it from. So, Chicago was a place that has been highly viewed, but that's probably because Luxury Portfolio is headquartered in Chicago. So that's why most of our listings are being viewed there. You can do it by state, by continent, and those graphs will change. So it's a little more interactive there. Just highly detailed on the reporting. Again, you can actually save these reports and schedule them out. So you can do it by your specific listing and give your client a very detailed report on where people are looking at your property, which can be really cool. A lot of times there's a misconception too of where you're marketing the property and who you're marketing it to. This could be really helpful for just kind of the reality of the buyer interest. So that's Luxury Portfolio, Lux Analytics, another detailed reporting opportunity. Great tool to use today. Even though this portion is in beta mode, the version right here, you guys all have access to for your listings. You could use it right away. Okay, so last thing I want to, two last things. And I'm going to show you 2 brand new things. One is actually our luxury newsletter that we're going to begin releasing on June 1st. So I'm highlighting one of the latest marketing news. I think we put out this one last week as well. But this is our luxury newsletter. It's very similar in concept to the Wire for you guys, but it's luxury specific. So it's designed to really highlight different things in the luxury space. Let me pull up a sample for you guys really quick, just so you guys can see what the newsletter looks like. There's a few different sections on there, but the main concept of it is to be able to personalize it and then send it out to your email database. So it's going to be just a great way to, just kind of position you in the luxury market and send via your CRM. So we named it The Detail. Short little story about that. At the Luxury Portfolio Conference, the president of Luxury Portfolio did an introduction of at the conference, and the conference was located at the Wynn in Las Vegas, which is really nice hotel there. He started out the program by holding up his phone cord that had a little twist tie on it, and he described how the housekeeping at the Wynn went as far as to clean his room impeccably, and then went as far as to actually fold his phone cord up and put a twist tie around it. And he said that's luxury, the attention to detail. So it's all those little things that maybe we do, or we have access to, or we provide for our clients that makes you feel or present yourself as luxury. So that's where the name came from. That's how I came up with it. So it's called The Detail. It's going to feature an article each month, a different renowned brand in the luxury space. So the latest version will have Chanel featured, a listing of ours, one that's approved by an agent to feature in here, a tool. This one is Lux Analytics, since it is new coming out, will feature, and then activity. This is very similar to our market reports. So we're comparing the month previous. So on June 1st, the data will have from May 2022 compared to May 2021. So you can see active listings over 2 million in each different Southern California county, properties that were sold, and then the average days on market for those listings, and it is 2 million and up. So that's kind of a sneak peek at the luxury newsletter. This is going to be released June 1st. And I'm just going to pop right back over to the loop. One of the things we started to do with the wire, if you are sending this out in KV Core, if you guys use KV Core, we're also going to use these 3 hashtags: The Detail, Lux Newsletter, and Luxury Detail. This means that on the second week of every month, we'll actually automatically send out this newsletter for you if you're using KV Core. So if you have it hashtagged in there, you really don't have to do much of anything to get this going. This is also, though, going to be up. We'll post it every month so you guys can access it in Lucid Press. It also from First Place, so you guys can personalize it and send it out, even if you're not using KV Core. So it is an email specific only newsletter. It's not in print. It's just the e-blast format at this time. So that's new. Again, it's not listing specific. So just another great thing to maybe take a look at, take advantage of starting June 1st. And the last thing I want to show you, I actually was just made aware of it last night. So it's really brand new, and it is called See Social. So this is new from Christie's, and I apologize for the poor formatting, but because it's an app, I did a screen recording on my phone so I could show you guys today. And it's See Social. It's an app that Christie's has created to make it really easy for you guys to post content to your social media channels. Now, we still have the social media concierge, right? But many of you guys access that from your desktop. So you have to, if you're posting to Instagram, which requires you to go to the app on your phone, you have to take a method of, okay, well, I have to, download my image, then I have to get it to my phone, email it to myself or send it to myself, which really isn't, it's not too difficult to do that. But Christie's has now created an app with a ton of content already pre-designed for you, and makes it really easy for you guys to customize it and send directly from your phone over to the app. So this is just a really quick video of how you can actually access it. So I opened the App Store. This is if you have an iPhone, how you can access it. It's called See Social, but you can also access it via Android too. So See Social, you can see me here. I kind of moved quickly through it, but it is ready to be launched. Christie's is going to put out an announcement. They just told me about it last night. It's going to give you a boomerang code. And the boomerang code is what's going to personalize it. So on that home page, I just scrolled through. Well, let me pause it really quick. So on the home page, when you first open the app, it's going to show Christie's only on those images. I already know that, you know, a lot of agents will probably use it just as is, but know that that is against DRE regulations. You need to have First Team present on there if your license is hung with First Team. You're not a Christie's agent, but you're a First Team Christie's agent. So we need to make sure that First Team is on there. So it is done by this code. It's actually a phone number, and I clicked these settings in the top right corner of the app. And we'll put this out. So once they formally announce it, we'll put this out for you guys. We'll post it on the Loop. We'll send it out in marketing news. So you guys will have access. This should be your boomerang code. It looks like a phone number. So really quick, it's 949-676-5603. That is what's going to generate the First Team logo on all those images in the library. So I'm just finishing out your contact information on this page, and you'll briefly see how easy it is to click the image and then hit share automatically from the app. So primarily for Instagram, but you can post to any of your social media channels right from your phone. The content is awesome. You can create your own custom images. Oh, didn't mean to back up there. So at the bottom, you'll see create images, create videos, but you can now see that it is branded. That's our old logo, by the way. So before it's formally released, I'll make sure that is corrected and it doesn't say First Team Estates. So you can see that I just hit share, and you can see these three options pop up: post, story, message. So whether you want to do a physical post on Instagram, I happen to open the Instagram app, or post directly to your story, or send as a direct message. It takes just a couple of clicks, and all the content is built in the library for you. So it's pretty cool. There's a ton of content up there. It's a lot of Christie's specific content, and then, you know, seasonal content from Christie's. Brand new from Christie's. We'll put out an announcement. You guys might see something from them too via email about it being released, but See Social, it should be just another great resource for you guys to use for your social media channels. Well, it's exactly 10 o'clock. I didn't leave any time for questions, but I can stay on. Most definitely. I apologize, you guys. I always think I'm going to be short of content, and then I end up talking a lot. So let me know if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, we do have time, but let's go through the chat real quick to make sure we handle those questions before we open it up. Let's see here. The question on the LPI reels, post and carousel ads, do we get tracking?
You know what? I actually don't know that answer. If Luxury Portfolio is going to give you tracking, what I assume it is, though, is that it's just going to show you how many likes or views on their reels, because it's just a post on their channel. So the tracking would be limited based on how it's shared, if that makes sense. So you're going to see, if you go directly to Instagram, how many people have viewed that particular reel or liked it.
Okay. Are we going to get notified of the post so we can then add it to the digital post to the listing activity report?
Yes, you would get notified if your property was being posted, either by us or Luxury Portfolio, depending on if you go directly to the back end. And you could reshare it from their Instagram channels, or you can take that link and add it to your listing activity report. Our listing activity report allows you to customize, so you can add anything on there that you do extra.
All right. And then we had a question that was earlier, said, what is the hashtag you were talking about again?
Okay, the
Yeah.
hashtag is in KB Core. It's a way to categorize your clients. So it's KB Core specific. So if you do use KB Core, it's a great thing to know about. And it's an easy way for us to automate something for you guys. You could use it in different ways, but if you hashtag someone, say you want to hashtag all your buyer clients in your CRM, and when you have a buyer specific email blast that you want to send out, you could choose, I want everybody in my hashtag buyer category to be sent this email. It's an easy way for you to kind of create a curated list or bucket of people. So you can go in with the luxury newsletter that I talked about today and use any of those 3 hashtags. We posted that on the luxury loop. If you're uncertain of the hashtags, you can go in and choose all of your emails or your clients in your email database if you're using KB Core with those hashtags, and then it'll actually be automatically sent for you. We'll outline that when we put the first version out, so you guys will be able to see, okay, here's where I go in and add my hashtags for the automation. But again, that's only KB Core.
Okay, and let's see here. And Jacob made a comment, Instagram now lets you post from your computer, not just from the phone app. Yay. Everyone, let's see. Boomerage code, it says boomerage code again. It doesn't need dashes. And I think someone did that again, the 949, or is that a phone number?
It is a phone number, but it's also the code, or it looks like a phone number. I'm going to put it in there in the chats really quick, so you guys can grab it. But it will, when we just put out the announcement on it, which here's the app. It's available for you guys. The boomerang code is really all you need to access the content up there. So I just put that in the chat. But the logo, I want to say that logo up there, which I'm kind of premature in announcing it just because that logo needs to be changed. So that should be hopefully today. I'm not sure how quickly Christie's can turn it around, but I did already reach out to make sure that's switched to the First Team Real Estate logo.
Hey, Kayleigh, something really quick on that, because I downloaded the app while you were talking, and I put that telephone number in, and the logo that it puts on the content is Smith's Group.
It should load. It took me a second, Jeremiah, for it did the same thing to me, but it should come over, and it's going to come over as the First Team Estates logo.
Yeah, I just downloaded some images and stories and stuff, and it was Smith's Group logo.
I had the same thing last night. When I flicked through the create your own image and create your own video and moved back over to the library, it loaded. It just needed a second after I hit save. So cool. We'll try it again, but
all right, awesome.
Otherwise, we'll make sure, again, like I said, it's brand new. I just heard about it last night, so I kind of added it in to today's training.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We'll make sure when we put it out there, though, that everything's good to go. So just everybody, I guess, make a note of that we want it to make sure it's got the First Team logo up there and everything is all good. But you should hear about it really, really soon.
Awesome. Is there any other questions for Kayleigh? There's nothing more in the chat. Is there anything else for Kayleigh?
Kayleigh, I just want to thank you for everything that you do. Today was so valuable. I have so many notes, and you and your team just are awesome and always make me look good. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Grateful for you guys.
Really appreciate that.
Awesome.
Seriously, that means a lot.
I second that, but quickly, Kayleigh, the top 3 things that you would do as a listing agent to promote your property. I know I've asked you that question before.
Well, I mean, right now, I would definitely take advantage of the bundle. If I'm a luxury, luxury specific, I'm doing a couple of the things I highlighted today on the exchange. So I'm doing the Instagram posts, but I would be doing the digital ads that are in our bundle. And I'm getting some print in there too, the print publications in the luxury space. So, and I would take advantage of California Homes just because of the subsidized pricing there, because you can use that for future listing appointments as well. It really is so cheap for you guys to be able to get into that magazine. So it's pretty cool that First Team does that.
And the LPI carousel ad, you highlighted that. Would you be doing that?
You know what? I would probably put that on my secondary list. The carousel ad you're talking about on Mansion Global.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have enough experience with that to say it'd be my go-to right away. But it definitely wouldn't hurt. So I would start beefing up my package with those, like the Instagram posts, the Sapphire package, and maybe a couple of other those things on in the media kit based on my listing. I guess the higher end listings, I would probably start adding more. Another thing I would do probably is choose, say, the Sapphire bundle right away. And then I might add it, and maybe the homepage carousel actually is what you were talking about, not the Mansion Global. I just realized.
The homepage.
So yes, I would do that first. I apologize. And then maybe a lot of things I hear, especially in the luxury space, is I do everything right away. Like I did this big bundle up front, and now it's 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, and my clients are like, what else am I doing? Well, you can quickly, hey, I'm also got, luxury portfolio, Instagram posts going out, and start doing it later on, just because some of the higher end listings, I know everything has been flying off the market pretty quickly, but some of the higher end ones will sit there a little bit longer. So I might actually plan those out a couple weeks in advance, just so you can continually have something down your pipeline for your clients, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Kayleigh, can we still use some of that marketing or advertising if something has flown off the market, or if it's maybe active under contract, just so we can use it kind of for our repertoire when we go on a listing appointment? Like, look, we also did this, can we still do some of that?
Yes, my immediate answer, I would probably want to know what specific things. For example, some of the digital ads, like in luxury portfolio, it does have to be an active property in order to to generate it initially. But a lot of things, yeah, if it's already out there, you could certainly continue to use it. I guess I would want to know what specific items, and then I could better direct you on that.
Okay.
Which I'd be happy to, hop on a call with you and run through it too.
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So we had a chat that come up that said a question: if our property is 1.8 million, can we still use the Sapphire package?
Yes, you can. So it kind of, I mentioned a couple times, I guess the biggest thing is we want to really make sure that your photography is just really great for the publications, and that Sapphire package has Riviera magazine in it. So we do have it saying 2 million and up. If we really feel that, maybe it's not the best fit for, this go round, we would reach out to you and refund you that portion in the package. But you can still order it. And again, if you have great photography, we're always looking to slot properties in that magazine. So even at that 1.8 million price, definitely, place that order, and we'll work with you on it for sure. The biggest thing is just that photography. We want to make sure that, that's what it's really great to be featured in the magazine.
All right, outstanding. Let's see here. There's another one. What is the distribution numbers for the subside for the magazine, for our magazine, and for the Riviera magazine? Are they mailed or are they in stands?
Let me actually pull up. I did have that up on my screen at one point. So let me just pull up California Homes, and these are actually up in the luxury resource section on the store too. So I highlighted that towards the beginning, but I'm going to share my screen one more time so you can see. So in the California Homes media kit, it's actually going to show you their circulation and distribution. Here it's page 6. This is in the luxury resource section on the marketing store. So there's all media kits up there. If there happens to be a different publication you want these numbers on, we can certainly work with you on it. But You can see readership is 100,000. So Ken, for the subsidized pricing for the amount distributed, this is pretty good. You can see it's in on newsstands, bookstores, and different events and stuff that California Homes puts on as well. They'll be showcased. So hopefully that helps answer. And Riviera Magazine too, there's also media kit for that. So it'll show you guys the circulation and distribution on that as well. They're also in like retail stores, Riviera Magazine. I see them in Nordstrom all the time when I'm shopping. I always have to stop and look, but hopefully that helps.
And we got Terry Cargis raised his hand.
Yeah, great job, Kayleigh. Just amazing stuff from you and the whole team. I just wanted to add, I'm so glad you shared those stats on California Home Magazine. We talked about that in our sales meeting yesterday. I think the page before, it might be page 5, also talks about the household income of all of those readers, which I think is really important for them to know. I don't know if you have that available to share, but it's around $500,000, and just goes to the quality of the type of people when they're sitting with their sellers to show that we're getting in front of.
I love that. Yeah, thank you for highlighting that, Terry. Can you guys see my screen again? He's talking about this page right here where it talks about the audience, and the average household income is $515,000. So yeah, like Terry mentioned, it's really kind of highlighting the type of readers that this magazine is targeting.
All right, outstanding. Is there any other questions for Kayleigh? Well, fantastic job, Kayleigh. We do appreciate it. Before we let you leave, we always announce next week's training. We do have risk management, legal updates, and how to avoid the most common errors and lawsuits. So we have our attorney, Gila Pooley. She will be on next week, Wednesday, at our Wednesday trainings. Kayleigh, thank you so much for being you and what you do. We really appreciate you and everybody in the marketing team. This was fantastic. Those have not seen it, they should watch this. So we can't wait to get this posted in the loop later on today or by tomorrow, and for everybody to get back and be able to watch it and make their plans. But we appreciate you, and everyone have a great day. Thank you for being part of First Team Real Estate.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.